Just a quick one here, guys. Had a NOX sensor issue here. Code P2202, 2-litre TDI Crafter, 2017 model, DAUA engine. Okay, sensor 1 this is linked down to. I'll show you the position here of the sensor. Your NOX sensor is located just up inside the chassis here. You can just see it there. Let's get a torch on it. Okay, so let's get an electrical fault on this. Cleared the faults, it wouldn't stay active, but you would take on about a 50-kilometer drive and the fault will come back into it for a voltage fault. So to test the circuit on this, it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. 4 wires coming down. Red and white there should be your 12 volt feed, sorry. And the brown one is your ground. This grey one here and this grey with the red tracer is your can. Okay, so on this one here you're looking for 12 volts. That's going to be your ground. You want 2.5 on this can and around 2.5 on this. They should add up to about 5 volts on the can line. Now, if you pull this off here, so get it off quickly. Try to get a bit of light on it. You don't have to go in and actually stab the pins to test. You could on here, you have contacts there, just inside there. There's contacts, so you can put your multimeter on those contacts there without actually probing inside the pin. I used my ground on here to test my 12 volt connect supply. It's kind of, I prefer to do it that way because then you get to test the entire circuit you're actually working on. Now after you've put your 12 volt on your multimeter, I like to put a test light on here with a bulb in just to make sure I get the current down. You could be getting 12 volts down, but you might just have one strand of wire left on the cable, which will give you 12 volts, but it's not giving you the current. So just to be safe, I put a test light with a bulb in just to make sure I get a 12 volt and the right current down. If you have all those readings there on your plug, sorry, you're looking at it could be changing out this sensor. Now, the NOX sensor on this one, you can't change your actual sensor. You have to buy the complete lot, and that is the worst part about the job, to be honest. Getting the thing out, it is tight. This is a 2-wheel drive Crafter. I'll show you the location of your NOX sensor now. It is. Just try and get my hand up in there. It's so tight up in there. It is that one there. It is very tight in the back of the engine there. You can't get a spanner up in there. I'll try to show you. You can get a spanner just on it, but then to try and get a pull on it is an absolute nightmare. There's just no space down here. The spanner comes in contact with here. And also they are seized in there after time as well. They're going to be tight, corroded in there. So I'll just show you a couple of tools and the way we got it out, just in case you're struggling with getting it out. Just be a bit careful because when you are taking it out now, to make sure you're on a NOX sensor, there is another sensor just behind it. I think it's a particular sensor, but that's a 24. So just when you are changing it, to make sure you're in the right one, make sure it comes back to the control unit. Okay, so to get the sensor out, First off, I tried my 22mm open spanner. It just spread the jewels, it was that seized in there. Welded on a nut, tried that way, it wouldn't work either. So, in the end, I don't really like doing this. I had to cut the sensor out, cut the wires off the sensor, and then 22mm spanner over the top of the sensor there like that, so that you get your ring around it completely then, and then made up this little tool here. This sits over the spanner like that. Put a bit of insulation tape around it there, make it nice and secure, and then come to the other side, open up your bonnet, get a 1/2 inch bar and extension sort of coming from the other side. Say if you're coming facing your radiator, put it down to the back of the engine, get your spanner up on here then around it and try and break it with a breaker bar. I would recommend you took it for a test drive first, or a regen would be perfect. Get that sensor nice and hot, as hot as you can before you do it. They're very tight in there and it's a very awkward position to get out that sensor. That is the way we managed to get it out. There is special tools you can buy to take the sensor out, proper NOX sensor spanner. I'll put it in the video there, just have a look. But I found that was the only way I could get that sensor out. So yeah, if you're having that full code there, P2202, that is what I found. Any questions guys, just stick it in the comments. I can get access to a wiring diagram if you're having further issues with it. I changed the sensor, took it on a 100-kilometer road test. The fault never come back in, so the sensor was at fault. Okay, thanks guys.